Just don't worry about it. You don't have to call her an emotional support dog. We don't have an HR department. DarbyCast, welcome back. Everyone, Kyle is adjusting to his new life with one dog. A lot of you remember Kyle having two dogs, but Kyle just couldn't swing it. Kyle, keep your chin up, man. Two bitches from the same litter? I looked it up. It's supposed to be pretty tough. You were complaining a lot, and I didn't believe you that it was tough. But then I looked it up on the internet. And stuff on the internet, the info's out there, right? But DarbyCast, we are back. I said we'd be back on the 4th, but Kyle, you're the one with the dog kind of logistical nightmare. I don't want to point the finger, but I'm going to go ahead and point the finger straight at you, Kyle. But DarbyCast doctors, welcome back. I hope your Christmas was merry and bright. I hope your New Year's was sealed with a kiss. You know, you just find your gal or your guy. That's right, we've got lady listeners, guys and gals. I hope for your New Year's, you just found that special person. You said, Cheryl, remove your sweater. I am going to treat you right. That's what New Year's is all about. That's what 2021 is all about, is encouraging Cheryl to take off her sweater. Let those puppies breathe. Kyle, you see how I worked in a puppy joke? That one was kind of for you, kind of for everybody. But it's DarbyCast. And I've got some thoughts on new business ideas, ways to make mountains of cash. Almost too much cash. If you had like 15 backpacks, that wouldn't even be enough for all the cash that you were hauling around. That's the kind of business ideas that, well, if you're a regular listener of the DarbyCast, you know I throw these ideas out there pretty much left and right, indiscriminately. No problems there. But I was thinking about a special kind of business, and we'll get into that in a second. But just a side note for all you new listeners, you DarbyCast doctors in your residency, are you trying to feel things out? I make bold predictions on the DarbyCast that oftentimes are 100% accurate, maybe even 135% accurate. Some of you are scratching your heads. You're asking, what does that even mean? And I'm telling you, it's 35% more true than you thought was even possible to be true in the first place. Whoa, it's a lot to take in, isn't it? But what I'm trying to communicate in far too many words, I need to just say it outright. I am the modern day Nostradamus. That's what everybody has come to love about this show. There was a time back in 2020, it was January, and the coronavirus had just broken out. And I still had a corporate job. And I remember gathering my subordinates into a room and saying, the next whodunit is coming out of Italy. And then 4 days later, the news hit. Coronavirus outbreak in Italy. And everybody was like, whoa, talk about 135% true. So that's something that has been going on even before the DarbyCast existed. I just decided to take it to the net, the internet. But yes, I am Nostradamus-esque. Okay. 2021 will undoubtedly be the greatest year of our lives. All of us, not just myself and Kyle, because our year's already starting off in a big way. Kyle's having a hell of a year in his own right, and then so am I. And it's like, whoa, who thought that would be possible in these times, in this economy, right? What a show. But let me lay out a couple key Maverick Nostradamus predictions for 2021. Number one, you're going to have a really good time. You are going to have a surprisingly good time. You are going to meet somebody. Could be a friend, could be a lover. It's going to be somebody who tells good jokes, but might be a good listener as well. Check that. Definitely is a good listener. That's something that's happening for you this year. Why? Because you earned it. Anybody who made it through 2020 alive deserves a patch, like on a jacket. There's a business idea right there. Who's making patches? Who's making jackets? You could either be the liaison company between those two, the patches and jackets, or you just do the whole operation yourself. Start printing money. There's your first business idea to go with the big prediction for 2021. That's a big prediction. It's not the big prediction. Okay. Prediction number 2. The political landscape will be messy in a way that will cause violence. Widespread violence. Yeah. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. But just keep yourself out of it. DarbyCast doctors, remember, there's a difference between generals and the rank and file, right? You got to be a leader in your life. You don't go running into the fray. If you're a DarbyCast doctor, you obviously have a lot of people who count on you. And for that reason, we need you to think with your noggin, to feel with your heart, to think with your noggin, and to live with your spirit. Boy, this is an interesting DarbyCast. But listen, I've taken some time off. The cobwebs, I've got to rattle them to the side. It's not even a saying, but it is now. In 2021, anything's possible. Prediction number 3. Jake Busey will star in something important. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Jake Busey. He has been primed for a comeback for quite some time. Don't sleep on Jake Busey. You do not sleep on him. Kyle, is Gary Busey still alive? We're going to have to look that up. If he isn't dead, it's pretty cool. There was a time in college, this is just going to fill you in on a little backstory of mine and my relationship to the Buseys. There was a time when I really wanted to say to hell with getting a degree. I want to travel and play disco music with laser beams and a projection screen of Gary Busey films, muted, but synced up to music. Gary Busey mobile laser disco. Do you understand what the world missed out on? So I could finish my degree. Man, we all live with regrets, don't we? But time for another prediction. Prediction number 4. Are you tracking with these? You're going to meet somebody amazing. Political violence is going to escalate. Jake Busey making a huge comeback. Some of you are saying, did he ever make a splash in the first place? And that is so disrespectful to that entire family. Never ask something like that again. Ever. Prediction number 4. Deep fakes get really out of control. This is the year of deep fakes. When they really start ramping up. Where you can't trust video anymore. You can't. You have no idea who's saying what. That's going to pose issues. Just want to call that out there. Prediction number 5. Beto O'Rourke. Robert O'Rourke. Beto. He might show up in the news once or twice. For what? I'm not willing to disclose, but he will show up. Boy, is he going to make a disaster scenario with his whole life. That'll be a good thing to enjoy for everybody this year, 2021. And that's about all the predictions I'm willing to disclose at this point. Unless you want some things that are really, really specific that are going to happen in the immediate future that I know a lot of people are thinking about. Boy, wouldn't you like that? If I just told you exactly what was going to happen in the United States politosphere. I can't, though. I can't. I know what's going on, but listen, I want to keep this show on the air. So I got to keep a couple things close to the vest. This year, 2021, a new year for the DarbyCast. There's going to be a lot of good stuff. Let me just set you up as a DarbyCast doctor. Let me just ensnare your senses to harness your wonder and remove its sweater to let your wonder's puppies breathe. Your wonder is practically named Cheryl, and I'm saying, Cheryl, take off that sweater. That's what this year's about. Key business ideas. I am thinking about massage therapy. That business has to be struggling. What a raw deal that must be to be a massage therapist. What drives a person to such insanity in the first place? You say, oh, I want to rub down strangers. And it's like, I don't know if that's a noble cause. And then on top of that, it's like, haven't you heard? Most of the United States is overweight or obese. If you're a massage therapist, you're probably touching some pretty disgusting bodies. You're not disrobing concepts named Cheryl that represent wonder. You're rubbing your hands all over someone's back whose name is Kelsey. And Kelsey's a guy. That just sounds, raw deal being a masseuse. You get into it. You think it's just going to be hookup after hookup. You know, if you're a dude masseuse, you're like, it's just going to be hot chicks. I'm going to tease them and they won't be able to resist. And then the chick masseuses, maybe they're like, it's just going to be Brad Pitt walking in. He's going to be my only client. And Stamos will be a client as well. That's what chicks think, I would imagine. Brad Pitt, John Stamos, my two clients. It can't be like that. It can't. But because of the lockdowns, I think something important, if you are a business-minded person, start doing outdoor massages. Set up a booth wherever. You don't need a business license. Crimes are being committed everywhere. I think. Maybe those have cooled off, but I think they're about to start up again. I think the authorities are going to be so overwhelmed with a whole lot that you could go to a park and set up a massage table and do a cash-only unlicensed massage business and put up a sign that says hot people only. Doesn't that sound like a lucrative idea? Who's going to tell you to shut down? Are the police really going to show up and take you down? Rogue massage therapist, DarbyCast doctor? Doubtful. What else is going down this year? I think a lot of reconnection is going to go down. I said I was done with predictions. I think I said I was done with predictions, but let me throw in another prediction. Families are going to heal this year. Families are going to heal. Kids are going to go back to school. That's another prediction. As you're listening to this, a lot of you are probably filling up with what feels like liquid sunshine. What's that? Hope. Yeah. Maybe you haven't been feeling hopeful for the future and you just needed a big, heavy dosage of positivity delivered straight to your ears. Yeah, that's what you get on the DarbyCast. If you're a new DarbyCast doctor, first off, you should probably listen to some random episodes. Just listen to any 2 random episodes and you'll be halfway up to speed. To be all the way up to speed, obviously, you need to listen to every episode ever. And that'll take some time, but a lot of you have nothing but time on your hands. That is, until you start a mobile massage booth that you set up at a local park. without a business license. You just treat people right. You don't wear a mask, and if they show up wearing a mask, you say, take it off. Take it all the way off. Then it gets a little sultry. It's a little sleazy. That's your brand. But it's also classy because you give them a cup of green tea at the end and a single ginger snap cookie. Man, I give away business ideas so often. But this is a big one. And it's cash only. Yeah, Uncle Sam's not dipping into your pocketbook. Now with your massage whodunit. Some of you right now are thinking, no, this isn't for me. And we can dismiss the sentiments of those idiots because they are the minority of the listeners. Even people with robust careers right now are deeply musing on what could be a really serious lifestyle change for the better. Showing up at a random park with a massage table. Massage table costs about $60. It's not that expensive. It'll be leather, folding. You can set that up anywhere. It's not even heavy. You buy a couple sheets. Those are also cheap. You buy some coconut oil, and that's it. That is it. And let me tell you the best part about this. Then you're not some number in the machine that is big massage. Oh yeah, that exists. We've talked about this quite a bit on the DarbyCast. How large organizations have the tendency to become hopelessly corrupt. Big massage, lot of issues when it comes to cooking the books and using sexual blackmail. That industry has been riddled with nonsense like that for as long as I can recall. A lot of you right now are nodding in agreement. You're like, oh boy, yeah. Often overlooked, always present. Maybe you can't just drop everything and become this rock star masseuse who people just show up at the park and they're like, wow, is that a warm breeze coming from Mother Nature or is that your aura? And then you just look at them and you're like, ha, Ken, take your pants off. It's good to see you. Yeah, just fold them and throw them anywhere. We're in a grassy park. Mind the dog shit. Ken. Doesn't that sound amazing? Doesn't that sound like the correct way to ring in 2021 with a new hobby that could turn into a profession? That's DarbyCast. A lot of the newer people had no idea that they would be getting this kind of value. And maybe somebody is thinking to themselves like, I'm good with computers and music. I could probably pick up that torch of the Gary Busey mobile laser disco. And that's fine too. One thing I will tell you for all the new people is on the DarbyCast, all the ideas that I put out here, for the most part, are gratis. Yeah, on the house, comped. It's simply a race to see who will capitalize on it first. You know, you want to be a first mover when you hear these ideas. Because as the DarbyCast audience grows in size exponentially, you're going to start seeing a lot of people giving massages in parks. And as you walk outside and you see a person enjoying a massage from a masseuse in a park, you're going to be like, I should be rubbing that person's body. I should be doing them right. I should let those puppies breathe. I should pet those puppies. What am I even talking about? All the most important stuff. That's right. Boom. Gotcha. That's going to do it for DarbyCast. We are back. I believe we're going to be doing like once, maybe twice a week. Kyle, we're going to feel this out, huh, pal? You know, juggling it with all the other stuff. Right. Yes. But DarbyCast Doctors, it's great to be back. It's great. the hell do we call this episode, Kyle? I'll tell you what, a massage from Nostradamus. That'll confuse people, won't it? It will. Fantastic. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back.